Okay.
I got
We got a stream. Huh?
3 more batches to send.
Oh my god. All the pictures. That's alright.
You told me to take lots of pictures, I take lots of pictures.
You took all the pictures.
Not done yet.
1,000 pictures. Still hoodie weather. Yep. The high this Friday. The high on Friday here. 57. 57 degrees high at the end of June. I think I may have stumbled on paradise.
We did have a heat dome not that long ago.
Yeah, we had a heat dome. It got up to like 86 degrees. Oh, Jesus.
You said a lot.
I did. He said a lot.
Now I'm done.
They're never going to stop, are they? That was it.
Yeah, I said the last.
47. What the hell's happening? Amelia's sending pictures. My dad asked us to take a lot of pictures of something, and so we did.
And I took it very seriously.
Yeah, Amelia takes her assignment very serious. Nope. Eradicate sin by eradicate sin. That's... You guys need a little bit of creativity in the naming scheme, I think. That could help. Do they still give you those buzzer things at restaurants now, or do they just text you? I think now they're just texting for the most part, but they do still have the buzzer things. When was the last time we saw one of them buzzers?
At that Panera we went to,
Oh, yeah.
we had buzzers. We didn't end up grabbing one because it wasn't a point.
Yeah. It's pretty... It's about to subscribe till you coughed into your hand. Why not your elbow? I mean, I'm not...
You're at home.
I'm at home, and I'm not a teacher. I'm not worried about... I'm not shaking hands all day. Don't worry about it.
It's a weed cough.
It's a weed cough. We're good. Okay? We're good. Please. All right, what was the name of the fucking thing again? You paid. I'll give it a listen. But I can't promise I'm not gonna just tell you it sucks. So what the fuck is this thing called again? It's called something from sin or some shit. Weed coffee. Oh yeah. I mean, come on. You look like an older, happier version of myself. Maybe you'll be old and happy too. Cannabis Christ. I like that. That'd be a badass rap name. Cannabis Christ. Are you Steve? Dude, why would you do me like that? I've looked like this way before Steve. And I'll look like this way after Steve. Why you gotta do me like that? Do I always ban you when all you do is some trolling? I mean, it depends. If you were trolling well, you wouldn't get banned. You know? What am I supposed to watch? Where's that dude who paid me? You're supposed to give me the name. It's something like Enraptured by Sin or some bullshit. Give me the goddamn band name. You paid $2. I'll listen to the stupid song. Eradicate. Eradicate sin. 64 views. So this is some fresh shit right here. You're not gonna like hit me with a fucking content ID, are you? All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's give it a listen. It's heavy. All right. So here's my feedback. Bro, your guitars are heavy. I really liked the heavy guitars, but I don't like the vocals, okay? But that's a personal thing. I don't like Grover metal, all right? I don't like Muppet metal. I feel like that would have been cool if you had some melodic singing over it, but the screaming, the death growl or whatever ain't my thing. But your guitars are fucking heavy, bro. Your guitars are fucking heavy, though. Heavy guitars. I like the guitar sound a lot. You guys' guitar sound is actually kind of clean and kind of heavy sounding, and I was enjoying that part of the song. It's just the vocals, man. That's just not my style of vocal, right? Yeah, it needs more cowbell. Ding, ding, ding. Well, I'll tell you this. Slipknot is about as close as I get to that type of metal, right? See the timepiece? There you go. Sternglass Hamburg Chrono. Those vocals are super saturated in the market. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, whatever. I know there's a lot of people that like that, so I'm not saying, like, look, from what I can tell, you're welcome, buddy. From what I can tell, the song is good, right? From what I can tell, the song's super heavy, and I have a feeling that people are into that vocal style are kind of going to like that. It's kind of shocking to me you guys only got 64 views, bro. Everybody should go check that out. Like, if that's your type of metal, Eradicate Sin. Check it out. I usually when people tell me to check out their stuff, I end up just going like, man, your shit sucks. But that was actually pretty fucking heavy, dude. I liked that. I know you're not Newshound anymore, but the shit me, you, and a bunch of other lefties have been afraid of has happened. Israel and Iran are at war. Trump has warned Tehran to activate. Yeah, or to evacuate. Yeah. I mean, they've been wanting, like, they've been grousing to attack Iran forever. You know what I think is funny is I distinctly remember Trump talking about how if Joe Biden is elected, he's gonna start World War III. He's gonna attack Israel, or no, he's gonna attack Iran. You know what I mean? We can't let him do this, and here we are. Yeah, I mean, when I saw here, it's not that I don't ever watch the news, right? I watched a little bit of the attack when it started and all of that, and a couple of days of it, right? And as soon as I saw that they were landing like direct hits from these big supersonics in Tel Aviv and Haifa and all of these like places that are super, super well defended, I knew that we were fucked. Yeah. I knew we were fucked. As soon as I saw those hypersonics landing in the middle of Tel Aviv, I was like, well, Israel's about to be a fucking parking lot. Or, sorry, Iran is about to be a fucking parking lot. Or Israel. I guess it could go either way, right? No. I mean, Trump had on his scorecard no new wars started under my administration up until this. Now he can't claim that. This goes above Trump. Bro, can I tell you something? And I know you're probably not going to like to hear this if you're not an American. Nothing goes above Trump. Trump is the highest authority on this planet. Nothing goes, he can't pass the buck up the chain anywhere. Oh, well, What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? My dad called. I had to talk to my dad, but you're not going to have a phone conversation on a stream. My daddy called. I had to take the call. You don't let that go to, you know what I mean? What do you mean you're reneging? What did you say you were going to do? I wasn't paying attention to you guys at all, man. A lip reader would have a field day with that You guys are going to be confused as fuck. Like, what are you supposed to do, man? Your pops is on the phone. You pick up the phone. Glad you guys are talking again, though. Yeah. I could read a lot of it, but it was mostly just shooting the shit. Yeah, you didn't read any of it then. Yeah, we don't really shoot the shit, me and my dad. We both hate phone conversations. Oh, awesome. Oh, thank you, baby. Don't wait up for me. I'm not feeling super hungry. I ate late last night, remember? Yeah. I just have, my stomach has been, remember my hiccups this morning and shit? My stomach has been kind of flip-floppy today.
I'm sorry, Pete.
Oh, that's all good. Has your dad ever blazed it? But take the caps lock off, bro. You can hang out, but take the fucking caps lock off. Has my dad ever blazed it? Yeah, I think he's smoked weed before. I don't think he's done it a bunch, but I think he's tried it. You know, I mean, he was he came of age in the late 60s and early 70s, so I would imagine he probably did quite a few drugs. But yeah, neither will. Reader would have a field day with that kind.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. Whoa, it echoed. He hung out with Tim Leary. I don't think he was that into the drug culture. I just think he probably dabbled, right? I don't know. I've never really asked the old man much about it. He's pretty straight-laced, the old guy. And he always has been. So it wouldn't shock me if his answer was, no, I never did that. But if I had to take a guess, he tried it and didn't like it. Or tried it a few times and didn't like it, or whatever. Do you like egg salad sandwiches? Hell yes, I do. Amelia makes egg salad sandwiches like once every couple weeks. We get some egg salad. I like an egg salad sandwich. He didn't inhale. Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's one of those. It's like, oh, I tried the pot, but I didn't inhale it. No, Dad is pretty straight-laced, though. That is where he and I differ. Or maybe it's where I'm a blend of he and my mother, because my mom's a bit of a wild hair, you know what I mean? And I'm somewhere in between straight-laced and a wild hair. I did inhale. That was the point, Obama. I know. What a fucking legend. What a legend, man. God damn it. What a disappointing legend. He used to want to grow up in the 60s, but I'm so thankful to be born in 1990. I feel like you got cheated, though, because you were just a little skibbity all through the best parts of history. Like the 90s, you really want to be 10 at the start of the 90s, bro. So you can become a teenager in the mid-90s. Can you imagine? I don't have to imagine because I lived it. I lived that shit. Yeah, you want to be born in 1980. That's what you want to be born in. You're a 3B mid curly hair reference. What? A 3B? Are you a hairstylist? Stylist? I did get cheated in 1989. I was raised by my grandparents, so I got the 60s upbringing and in the 90s. Oof. That's tough. Yeah, that's a tough beat. I was born in 92. I ain't no skib. No, you were a skibbity in the 90s, though, is what I'm saying. Like, in the 90s, you never really knew the true fucking rebellious, awesome nature of the 90s, okay? You never knew what it was to be a cool kid in the 90s. That's peak. That's peak Americana, man. America will never be better than that. World War III is going to happen, and I'm freaking the fuck out. If it's going to happen, then what's to freak out about? You know? Ominous. High flyers, fast flyers. Hearing Paul use the word skibbity feels so wrong. Well, I use it. Please no bomb, Russia. Please, China, no attack. Nah, just let it ride, man. Yeah. Drinking Sunny D at the skate park. Going over to your friend's house and playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Super Punch Out on the Super Nintendo when it was new. It's the summer. You got nothing to do. You call up your mom, right? You go, "Excuse me, Mrs. Smith, can I use your phone?" "Yes, you go ahead, honey." Grab it, you call your mom. "Mom, could I stay the night over at Johnny Smith's house?" Mom goes like, "I guess so, if her mom's okay with it, if his mom's okay with it." "All right, she's cool with it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Mom." Based. Now we get to sit and play video games all day, dude. Dude. Peak. All right, it was peak humanity, and we didn't even know it. That's the fucked up thing. We didn't even know it. It peaked right there, and we didn't even know we were at the peak. We thought we were heading up like everybody else. We didn't know that we were just standing on the peak of the world, just starting to feel them butterflies in your stomach as you start to go down. What if COVID happened in the 90s? We wouldn't have given a fuck. There would have been no mandates and no masks and no bullshit. We would have just went out and been like, "What's up, dude? Have you ever seen Tool before?" "This is my third time." A bunch of us would have died. Nobody would have cared. Life was cheap in the 90s, bro. You want a sobering statistic? This is why I think most... look. All right, I'm about to offend like 80% of the people in here. I have this thing in my head that people under the age of like 35 are kind of pussies. Okay? And hear me out. You're pussies because I've never seen people more afraid of a rapidly falling crime statistic. It's like, dude, you want a sobering statistic? Look at crime in the 90s. Bro, people were getting shot in the streets over parking ticket beef, over don't beep your horn at me beef, okay? Left, right, and center. People were dropping bodies like it was nobody's business in the 90s. Nobody gave a fuck in the 90s, bro. I don't care how violent you think right now is, it doesn't hold a candle to the 90s. The statistics bear that out. Since the early 2000s, crime has plummeted. Yeah, actual crime wave, not this made up fucking the immigrant crime wave. No, dude, no. We're talking actual crime wave, bro. 80s through the 90s, bro, it was murder city out there. Left, right, and center, bro. But you guys are way more scared of crime and murder and guns and all this shit, right? Than we ever were. How the fuck does that work? Bro, I want to die. Let me tell you something, bro. And this gets under my skin in the biggest way. When Halloween rolls around, I used to fucking love Halloween, bro. As a kid, obviously, but even as an adult, it was fun, right? To give out candy. I used to go to my mom's house because she does a big Halloween thing, and I would scare the kids with I would dress up like a dummy, and I'd scare them at the door. You know what I mean? I was all into that shit, bro. You know what I do on Halloween now? I hit the lights. I draw the drapes, right? I hunker down under a blanket, turn off the porch light, I put out my do not knock sign, and I just let that shit pass me by, bro. You know why? Because I'm tired of a mag light shining in my eyes. That's why. Every goddamn kid has to be accompanied by a big giant dad goon with a big heavy mag light. Like I am gonna slip a finger in their kid's butt as I'm putting a fucking piece of candy in there or some shit. It is wild. Every kid got a big burly dad in tap out, like, "Hey, just put the candy in the bag, bro." Like, what? I'm done, bro. Just pass me by, bro. There's no candy here now. Get it? Just garbage, man. Dude, Halloween used to be so fun when I was a kid. My parents would just cut us loose on the neighborhood like a batch of fucking miniature terrorists, bro. I'm not even joking. They knew we were up to some shit. They didn't care. We were out of their hair for a couple hours. We were the police's problem. Okay? And they liked it. They weren't like, "Stay where we can see you." They weren't following us around in a car. My dad didn't put on his tap out muscle shirt and grab his fucking 8-pound mag light. You know? They just fucking kicked us out of the house for don't come back until after 3. You know? Paul's correct. I mean, it's fucking awful, bro. Dude, I wouldn't even want to, if I was a kid, I wouldn't even want to, do you know, have you guys heard this shit? Trunk or treat. Have you heard this shit? Trunk or treat? Dude, if I was a kid, I would literally go on strike. I'd be like, you know what? If Halloween is going to be this lame ass trunk or treat bullshit, or you're going to follow me around with a mag light, I'm just going to stay home, bro. I'll opt out this year. I'm not doing it, dude. I don't participate no more. Trick or treating is un-American now. Just the fucking, just like, goddamn, dude. Crime has plummeted in the last 3 decades. But yet people are acting like there's just a diddler around every corner, just waiting. You know what I mean? They watch too much movies, bro. It's crazy. Trunk or treat is where kids go to like a church parking lot and the parents all bring candy and the kids go around to each car and get candy from the other kids' parents. And they have a little costume party and then everybody goes home. It's garbage, is what it is. But the TV man said that some guy in bumfuck nowhere got snatched up. I know. And I just got an Amber Alert. I wonder how many people are trying to prey on my children right now. It's just like, fuck, man. Your kids are going to have a complex, man. Jesus Christ. Do you know? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Yeah, I used to see those PSAs in the 80s when I was a little kid. It always made me scratch my head. I was like, why'd that come on the TV? I'm right here. All kids are expected to grow up to be squares now. Yeah, well. Isn't that great? When was the last time you heard people Christmas caroling? They don't do it. That doesn't happen anymore, bro. That's something that, like, that didn't even really happen all that often in the 90s or the 80s. I mean, it did happen, but it was something that I think was dying already by the 80s. Good one, Jamie. Good one. What people do now is drive up to a house that has lights synced to a radio station. Yeah. They put on their tap out muscle shirts and fucking grab the 3.5 pound mag light, extra extended, 4D battery edition. You know what I mean? The Skull Crusher mace with a blinding LED flashlight at the end of it. Yeah. I had some bitch called DSS because my son was riding his bike alone on his own street. Dude, that's wild. Dude, these kids, we used to, like I said, we terrorized the neighborhood. Like, my parents didn't have a policy of, like, stay where we can see you. That was never a thing. It was just like, be back by this time, you know what I mean? And don't go past this distance marker or whatever. Okay. You know, we had the whole neighborhood to tear up. We were all over that bitch, wherever we wanted to be, whenever we wanted to be. We didn't have to call mama and ask her. If we wanted to, like, take our pocket full of quarters and walk down to the Pizza Hut and play Mortal Kombat on the arcade machine in there, we could do that. We didn't have to call mama and tell her we were going to be at the arcade machine. I just told her, hey, you know, we're going out. lady got arrested for letting a 12-year-old walk a mile to the shops. Bro, that arrest my parents right the fuck now, bro. Arrest my parents now, because they have my ass hoofing it everywhere, bro. So fucking stupid, man. What a nightmare. If you drive a van around my suburb, you can bet your ass at least 3 people will message the Facebook page about a creeper van. Bro, what the fuck, dude? People are wild. Hey, but polio's coming back. Yeah, polio's coming back. And measles are back. Cool. Neat. You know, I got to skip those. I'm sure kids are going to love the mumps. You know? I got to skip those too because my parents got me vaccinated and shit. But, you know, what do they know? Well, fuck off. Get out of here. All